Alright, so my name is Jessica Wise, and I'm going to be looking for design bugs. Got some functioning shaders on the buttons, instructions. Alright, so we've got some keyboard controls here. I think they could be included on the control screen as well. Alright, so far, I feel like this should be collision here. I'm not sure, I can't walk over that, but I can walk over this. Okay, so here's some weird collision problems. I'm just walking over the trees. Feels like a box collider design issue. The music's kind of loud, even though I adjusted it in the beginning. It doesn't seem to be adjusting here. The sound is not responding to the slider. That's not very helpful at all. Staff only door. Okay, that was an awkward transition. Yeah, so this is where design problems teleporting, like, nowhere near the door. And then more collision issues with the sign. I feel like I'm probably not supposed to be able to just walk over. Traps, pull lever. Okay, I don't know how I would pull something, because I don't know what key that would be. But I will try. Oh, this is blue. Nice. Okay, I pressed E and let me pick it up. Nope. Alright, okay, so the door thing again happened. Okay, I found these levers. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's just a lot of these collision issues with the design, with the walls and things you otherwise shouldn't be able to walk through. That's like kind of the main design problem that I'm finding right now. Yeah, so, you know, like if I could have came in through that door and it brought me to the beginning instead of to the end. What? Okay, so I didn't even know there was a door there. Cause, I saw the sign at the last second, but... What? Okay, I don't know why I just teleported again. Okay, so that's kind of a weird bug. Is this supposed to be a hidden secret? I'm gonna leave. If I could figure out how.
Hello, my name is Anna Branch. During this portion of the video, I'll be going over a few minor and cosmetic bugs in the game relating to the art assets. Before we get started, let's first go into the instructions menu where there are just a couple of grammar-related errors. There's a space missing between the words for and there, and field of vision should be a singular field of vision. There also appears to be a kerning error in the word revolve between the letters L and V. Unsure if it's intentional, but it doesn't look to be. The last issue to note on the menu is that the two guest sprites are not vertically aligned. Okay, this sentence has an extra quotation mark, and this one is missing one. Okay, now that we've loaded in, there are just a couple of things to point out for this room, but they are prevalent throughout the whole level. The exit signs look like they're backwards, and there is one room in particular that has what looks like some sprites are missing. Okay, here's the first example. It sort of looks like the bottom half of the wall is missing. And then here's the last example. It makes it look like the windows are kind of floating. And then another issue is that the idle sprite does not flip to the left when I move to the left. And the last and most important art-related bug is the art asset layering and collision error. This is a minor bug that interferes slightly with gameplay, but mostly interferes with the player immersion.
Hello, this is Gianni Rodriguez, and I am here to talk about the menu bugs that I encountered when playing Hysteria. Starting off with the title menu, this menu itself has no issues. All the buttons work as they should. The problem that we first occur is when we go inside of the options and we click on controls. We can see that we have a good picture here to depict the controls for a controller, and it shows all of them, highlights them, very easy to read. But if we go to instructions, we see that we are missing some controls for the controller itself in this menu, and we also see that there's now a keyboard control in this menu, but it's also missing some of those controls. So there's a bit of discrepancy between these two menus. The next thing that I encountered is right here during the level select. We see that there's 4 levels to pick from in this menu, but when I click on Armageddon Alley and I click play, nothing happens. Same thing with the beginning level. Click play, nothing happens. The next bug that I encountered is another audio bug. You can see that my screams are set to be low, and right here during this section, the screams themselves, let me get a good scream here, work with my audio level. They aren't very loud, pretty low. That way I can enjoy the game and not have my ears blown out through my headphones. But I noticed when I went into this part of the level and interacted, my scream audio, just like that, my scream audio setting went away. So my screams are very low, and right there those screams are very, very loud. So some of the option settings here don't actually affect the settings in the game.
Alright, so first note would be when downloading the game, at least through the source that we have it, through the Google Drive, my Norton antivirus decides to delete some files once it's extracted. This is something you guys might want to look into. I'm assuming it's just the delivery method. If it's like on Steam or something, it should have a better file system and it'll be protected. That Norton will allow it. Just something to consider though. Not sure if it's going to really impact anything or not. I did test controller earlier. The controller still breaks the game, at least for a PS5 controller. I don't know if maybe it's Windows drivers that break or something like that that's causing the issue. So that is another thing in itself that you might want to look into. Another thing is the screen range seems iffy. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. Okay. You're able to be seen through walls? Is that so? Yes. Okay, so you're being seen through walls and the detection range definitely needs to be tightened up because I'm getting seen outside of the detection range here and through the walls, which definitely should not be things. Unless this is intended to be glass, which is kind of hard to tell from the textures. Objects here. I'm assuming you're supposed to be able to interact with these, but with controller functioning not working, it's not a possible thing to do. Okay, now see, this has a symbol. So even here, it's not consistent. You have the blue symbol, you should be able to go through. You can't. Okay, so I now know these little golden things interact with a lever. Okay. So this is game breaking. I can now walk outside of the level. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a severe one. Oh, I gotta get to the lever. Another thing is maybe have the lever and the area to pull it with an actual sight of the camera. So the player is actually able to see what is corresponding to it and when to pull it. Because right now, it's just a guessing game. Okay. They're in the next area now. That leads back outside. Main menu. Okay. Another bug, audio-wise, I guess. Coming back to the main menu, the audio no longer plays. Not sure if it's a problem with a loop function, that you don't have it set to loop.
Hello, my name is Nathan Samuelson, and I'll be finding coding-related bugs in Hysteria today. Now, the first is the beginning, whatever that is, because you've got all these levels, and the level over here that's coming later, I don't know if the beginning is something, or it's just broken. First off, the chainsaw, works how you expect, but go to a regular trap, see how it's auto starting the cooldown timer? It might be inevitable, maybe, but it's worth a look. That cooldown, and it restarts it. So that'll be worth a look at. Another one right here is this teleport spot between this alligator and this guy right here. For some reason they're teleporting here to here. It might be something with half mesh. Right. Another bug is it says that when you scare in a trap, it's a bigger radius than that little one. But for some reason on this map, the swamps, it doesn't do that with any of them. Okay, it's still the regular circle. And go over here. Hidden, regular circle. That right here, regular circle. Especially in this spot. No, I'll go to this spot. And I'll get scared really far away. Which is the radius I would expect, but it only shows the little circle. Yeah, it might be visual, might be both. That's worth a look at. Say, here. Get caught, and I can't go into a little hidden spot. If I come back a second later, it'll still work. But I would think, even if I got caught by just one person, it wouldn't affect everybody, just that one person. But that might be a technical limitation. But it's worth a look at. Next issue is with the snakes. And it might just be weird collisions, especially inside here. You can drop them out there. And even if I don't drop them over, they'll still start migrating outside the level for some reason. Also, the collisions in this room are really bad. Like, there's no collisions in this center bit. Yeah, I can just walk right through all of it. Yeah. An error. Might just be they're not in there yet. Definitely worth a look. I think that's all the general stuff. Yeah. See, look at them all. It's the snakes again. Full escape.